What's up, G? You hear me?
Hold up, wait. Man, bro, I hate to get like your shit on mute, man. That bitch don't want to come off mute. Press your button, make sure your shit on.
Hello?
Yeah, nigga, that wasn't even me.
Oh, all right, all right. Good thing, good thing. What's up, my brother?
Just chilling, man. Just chilling. You know, I had got geeked,
Uh,
bitch. I thought I was about to go through it. This was the problem about to get said. Like, oh man, here this bitch go. Well, yeah. What
nah,
up?
man, we're gonna get it. Man, you know, one day at a time, bro. Just pushing past the pain. That's it. Just trying to
That's what's
stay
up,
consistent, man. Consistency is everything. You feel me?
right? Man, we building a following, man. People starting to want to check what the little conversations out, man. I think that's a great thing, man.
Man, it's a blessing, man. It's a blessing, bro. It's a blessing. It really is, bro. But today,
Uh,
man, we ain't gonna waste no time with it, bro. We're gonna go ahead with the topic. The topic is, what is it?
the value of fatherhood.
The value of fatherhood, man. And that's
Uh,
something that, yeah, but
nigga,
that's something that, that don't get talked about. They'll talk about everything else, everything else that the black man is doing. You got some young black fathers and you got some, some fathers that's up there. But even not it's not even a race thing, it's a father thing. Period. You can be whatever race you want, man. If you know, understand it and being a father in your fatherly role, it doesn't matter who you are. I think you're connecting the dots to making the next generation a little bit better than the one was before. You feel me? So we didn't have that, and that's a blessing, because that's what we fight for. To be there for our kids, to be there for our family. You know what I'm saying? So why don't you go ahead, Mr. Ryan, great boss man, add a little, drop a couple of nuggets on that, the value of fatherhood for us.
well, I'm gonna speak for my own personal thing, man. Which might encompass a couple people, but in my life, man, I had to make lemons into lemonade, man. And turn this bad situation around, man. I understood, man, from the loan of wanting to know my dad personally, man, of have a relationship with him, man, and it never was available. And when I had my own children, man, like I understood the void that it'd leave in them, man, that if I didn't bridge that gap, man, and so it was important to me. That was the most important job that I ever had, man. The most important job that I got is to bridge the gap and make that a reality, man, knowing from where I come from as an individual, man. It was so important to me to become and to be a reliable, responsible father, man. Like and everything, in my shaping of my personal manhood within myself, man. I knew the lack of leadership that I was missing, man, and so I attached myself to the fathers that was in the neighborhood, man. That was allowing uh to us to be, raised up under them, man. The Mr. O'Villes and the Mr. Dukes and Mr. Nettles and Mr. Kirknam and all the older heads, man, that they was real with their life, man. They was real with their kids, man. Regardless of the type of lifestyles that they had, but they was making that bond with them kids, man. And I was one of them that grew up under that, and I always wish that I had that in my life, man, as a dad, man. And so when I made myself into an adult, messing around, having kids and stuff like that, man, it made me know how important, you know, that responsibility was. And that's, you know, that's basically the intro to my part on that.
And that's crazy, bro, because you know we all came up close and together, and it wasn't out our household. It wasn't a lot of fathers, you know, even
Right?
with our friends. You know what I'm saying? We had father figures in the hood. You know what I'm saying? Duke, you know, Mr. Nettles, you know, on and on, Mr. Oville, you know, I can go on and on, you know, Coach Nine, you know, I mean, Chancellor, you know,
Right.
Daryl, you know, I can go on and on. But inside that household, you know, we didn't have those figures. And it's kind of hard to mimic something when you're not around it, you know, because they say the best fathers come from good fathers. You feel me? And
Right.
if we was led to believe that, I don't think we would be right here right now saying what we saying, you know, because we didn't have that. And it's such a blessing that God put it upon us to learn it, regardless to how we learned it. We kind of learned on the fly, you know.
Well, hey man, I'm gonna say this, man. You know, I ain't had my blood dad, man. You know, but I had my grandfather, man. You know, it was like I couldn't get it no better than that, man. You know what I'm saying? In terms of a visible example, man. You know what I'm saying? Even in the terms of Glover Street, man. You not having your dad and them, bro, but you had a bunch of uncles, man. You know, if they ain't showed you what to do, they showed you what you didn't want to do. So I mean, you know, that it was just a visual aspect of seeing a man around, man, where you can learn how to pattern yourself as a young boy becoming a man, you know, and that was the biggest thing. But, you know, as I got to be older and I was a man, then I wanted to know what type of man that my dad was, man. And, you know, it would have helped me out a whole lot, man, in the terms of self-discovery, self-confidence, and so many other things. Because a man, bro, you know, you take on a wife, you take on responsibilities, man. And so, like, that was where I had to thumb my way through the darkness on that, because in those personal aspects of, you know, living, where you feel like you should be able to have somebody that you cool enough with or close enough with as a father to share these experiences and so forth. And that's where that's where it haunted me at a lot of times, man. Even in the manly figures that it had around us, even having my grandfather in the house, man. My grandfather wasn't my dad. And so, like, you know, he taught me the things that he could teach me from his point of view. But, man, you know, the age difference was so wide open, man. You know what I'm saying? It was a big hit. His relating skills, you know, he raised me old fashioned. I got raised. I'm an old the nigga taught me the old school way.
Right.
Yeah.
Wow, that's crazy. But nevertheless, bro, you know, he played a big part in your life. You know what I'm saying? He played a big part in
And
all our life.
I'm Ryan Gray right now to this day, man, because of George Gray, man. That's him. You know what I'm saying? That's my grandpa,
Right.
man. I didn't take, you know, the names on of the stepdad or the names of the real dad. You know, I should have been Ryan Johnson or Ryan Jackson or whatever it is. You know, that shit don't even go with my personality. You feel me? I'm Ryan Gray. Look how stupid that shit sounds.
Right. And
Every
I couldn't imagine my name being anything other than, you know, London, man, because, you know, my mom didn't have too many boyfriends, you know, not that I saw. You know, she didn't bring a lot of men around. You know, she was, I wouldn't say she was stuck on, you know, one person, but, you know, she showed a lot of resolve when it was about her two boys, you know what I'm saying, and what we seen and what was around us, you know what I'm saying. And she had boyfriends, don't get me wrong, but she didn't really bring them around, you know what I'm saying. I guess to keep us on point of knowing, you know, who our father was, even though he wasn't around a lot, but just knowing, look, that's your father, that's who he is. And she never, even though he missed so much, she never talked bad about him. She never dragged him through the mud. She never, you know, so that's where our respect come from. You know, when we did see him in the streets or anywhere, it was always a respect because that's how we was taught. You know, we wasn't taught to, oh, your daddy ain't this, your daddy, you're all low down. maybe she did want to say a lot of those things, but she didn't. You know,
Right.
she always kept it 1,000, and that's how we was taught. So, you know, the respect we had for our dad, it came from our mom. It didn't come from him. You feel me?
Uh,
Because he never showed us. He wasn't there to show us whatever was going on in his life, that he didn't take that initiative to put in work with us like that. He didn't. So, you know, the only thing I know of my pop is coming and going, you know, once a month. You feel me? But, you know, once every other month, you know, he'll park his motorbike over there and leave it there for 3 months. Come back, start it up, and just leave. You know what I'm saying? Same thing with the Camaro. You know, park the car across the yard, leave on his motorbike, gone for a month, 2 months, come back, park the bike in the house, jump in the car, gone again.
oh, bro. Yeah.
Ain't say 2 words, 3 words. Hey, brother, hey, fat.
You
You
know,
know.
in that same breath, bro, my grandmother, man, used to make me, cause you know, when I was younger, man, you know, I realized, you know, the relationship that I was looking for with my dad, bro, maybe 3, 4, 5 years old, that shit was gone, man, and like I had to, you know, settle with that and understanding it. So, you know, I used to always say, man, I hate that nigga and this, that, and other. My grandma used to always say, man, you can't hate your daddy. You don't know what your daddy going through, and so forth and so on. And so, you know, over time, I grew talking like that, man. And, you know, I knew where he stayed at and stuff, man. So I used to ride down to Gretna, man, you know, trying to hope to see him, just to have some type of relationship with him, man, and always hitting and missing him. Believe it or not, bro, that's how I end up coming up with the music with the boss man and stuff, man, because being in them guys, man, actually, you know, Carlos and them stayed right across the hall from, not the hall, across the park from my dad and them, bro. So that's how me having respect, trying to have a relationship with him, that's how I was able to come up with the boss man, you know what I'm saying? Because if it wasn't for that, I wouldn't
Wow.
have been out there. You know what
I
I'm saying?
ain't know that. I never know that.
Yeah, crazy, bro, you know. So, you know, it wasn't that like I said, man, you know, till this day, man, you know, I just in the terms of operational, man, you know, I wish I had the advantage of knowing that nigga a little bit better, knowing that guy a little bit better. You know what I'm saying?
And say, bro, this what I be want to tell my younger cats that's blessed to have them babies, man, and you know that's you know running, that's living fast right now, man. Slow down a little bit to get to spend some time with them babies, man. I know you know I know you know you in the world, you rolling right now, but understand, man, that's a blessing from God. And look, even if anything happened to you in the street, man, God forbid it, you go to jail, you get killed or something. When you have those babies, it ain't about you no more. The me is gone. Me is died. It's all about those babies. You feel me?
Right,
And right now, as a grown 46-year-old man, I still crave and long for that relationship with you know, with that father figure. You know what I'm saying? And as a man, still right now to this day, some days I wake up and wish I had that to lean on. You know, and I man, I admire those who still have that, you know, who can lean
right,
on their father, who can, you know, call on not we ain't talking about mothers, but you know, I'm so used to saying my mama name because that's all we had. You know, other than my mom and my grandmother, it was all women. My mom, my grandmother, my aunties. You feel me?
right,
My uncles was Rolling Stones. They was in the streets. You feel me? They was gone. They ain't, you know, they show love, but they show love running. You feel me? Because we
right,
wasn't their kids, and I understand that. But at
right,
the same time, man, you know, Cricket was so he was he had his own thing, you know, in his mind of how, you know, how dad was or whatever. But me, I was like, man, I used to wonder what was wrong with us, you know, why he didn't, you know, what I used to think we done something, you know what I'm saying? And really, as I got older, man, it wasn't us. You know, we ain't do nothing. You know what I'm saying? It was always, you know, that individual, that person who what he was dealing with. You know what I'm saying? But as we got older, we find out he have other kids that he you know, putting in work with him, putting time in, and I'm like, man, so it must have was us, but it wasn't. But you know that's how your mind can play games on you. You feel me?
Man,
When you dealing with that child entity that want that father figure. So man, young brothers, y'all think when y'all had them babies, bro, that's a blessing, man. Y'all gotta hold on to them. It might be here to save your life. You feel me?
hey, bro,
Gotta hold on to it.
let me add this, bro. While you saying that, hey man, the number one problem with the black community, bro, is the rejection, right? The rejection. Like, and once you been rejected, it seemed like it's a reoccurring event, man. That's all that's going on, man. Everybody's rejecting it. So like when as a father, man, you know, just that acceptance of your own, man, you know, it make a person feel entitled to just being a human being. But when like you said, when he put that distance in between you, you know, like you said, man, it got to be me. You know what I'm saying? I got to be it's something wrong with me. You know what I mean? And like that's the part that's sad, bro, because you know you gotta find that self ability, man, to pick yourself up. And see a lot of people, bro, you know, who don't know from the outside looking in, they might, man, this nigga conceited, you know what I'm saying? His head big, you know, you can't tell around now, you can't, but it's like, man, I had to grow up my whole life figuring out what's real to me, you know what I'm saying? How to be, because I felt that rejection, and I still feel rejected in the terms of not being accepted by my own. Man, it's crazy to have the world show you love and your own folks to put distance in between you, bro. And like, you know, like that's what they do. That's what we do. That's what's over our whole black community, the rejection aspect of it. And because somebody's rejecting us in our life, it allow us to accept and be uh, pawns of addiction, pawns of the penitentiary, pawns of this, because you know you get relaxed with the people who accept you in. You feel me? You know, the peer pressure, man, you know, the love gotta come from somewhere, man. You know what I'm saying? That's why out here, bro, you know, we was fortunate enough that we wasn't part of the gang epidemic. But when you understand the aspect of the rejection that's involved and the love that they get, you know, nigga don't care about getting jumped in, man. Long as I got love, somebody that care about me, man. I kill for these motherfuckers. I die for these people, man, because they showed me love, man. Where all the thing I know is hurt, pain, and rejection. You feel me? It's a big word, bro. It's a small word, but it have major implications on our environment that's going on around us, man.
Say, bro, see, by you saying it, but I'm gonna reiterate, man. My wife always said this, bro, and she said it's so profound that gangs are just a bunch of lonely children looking for acceptance. You know, that's how gangs are built. You know, because that kid, that young man, that child is being rejected so much, or feel rejected in his mind, and the only feel of family they get is from that gang, is from that unit. So they're willing to accept and take the beatings and take the belittlement and just to feel a part of that. You feel me? And that's crazy. And you see it, you know, right now today, you see it, and you can see that just play out like that. You know, they got to be longing for something. You got to be craving for affection or something. You know, yeah, people on, hey, we gangsters, this and that, man. Everybody human. Everybody got human emotions. It's just when you find those emotions. You
Right.
know, it took years for me to find my emotions, but there was depth. And when I found them, I didn't know how to handle them. You know, I turned into a wreck. You know, I cried too much. I'm like, damn, when I'm getting soft, no. It was that I found my emotions that I had buried so far when I was young just to get by. You know, it was gone. It wasn't gone, but it was buried so deep. So when they came to surface, they came to surface. And nobody can say, oh, no, man, nobody ain't heartless. Nobody ain't, man, nah. That's not true. It's just
Man,
when you find your emotions, when you find that love, and you dig it up and it start getting exposed to them feelings, get exposed and that hurt, man, that's something serious, bro. And you understand why you bury them so deep, because you ain't want that feeling. You
right.
feel me?
Man, look, bro.
Wow.
You know, Harvard for me, man. You know, it's so many different ways that people rep Harvey, and you know they make it a hustler set, they make it a gang, they make it this. But for me, Harvey was the love, man. Harvey was the acceptance that I got from the very beginning, man, that I pulled myself up on. You know, when I went back to ML King, man, you know, when we was up the street, you know, when we was young, man, you know, they used to, Lionel and them used to tell us, boy, when you go back the street, don't be no hoe. Don't be tipping in this, that, other, you know what I'm saying? Run that bitch like you supposed to run it, hit like you supposed to hit, and all this type of shit. And you know they had to train it in the nigga mind, bro. But when I actually got to the park, after being, you know, scolded, you know, teaching us before we get back there, because, you know, it took me years before I could actually go to the park. But when I got to the park, and then brother, the embracement, man, you know, of that the playground gave me, man, that love that I found, man, for my brothers from back the street, man, you know, having to go back there and ride my bike and Coach Nine and them and all of that, man, I found myself, man, and that was it wasn't a gang, but it was the culture based of it, man, where, you know, it meant so much to me, man, you know. And then, you know, I was watching him. He was a father. Rest in peace, at, you know, rest in peace, Coach Nine, man, all these years, man, you know. But, you know, that's what one of the things that broke my heart for Nine, man, you know what I'm saying, being a father of having his kids, man, with him, and, you know, doing the things that he was doing, bro. He was the first prototype of his kind. I never seen nobody else that cared about us, you know, like he did, man. You know, like you say, even with your uncles and them and everybody that's on Grover Street we cool with, they was showing love, but they was showing love running. He came running towards us, man. You know what I'm saying? And for that first time, bro, you know, him paying attention to us, man, as a whole, man. You know, he used to come out there, bro, and in his Peters Road uniform suit on that he was working with, man,
Yeah.
with his belt around his neck and his boots and everything on a Monday through Friday. But then Saturday come, he come out there in a whole fresh suit, clean, bro. I mean, like Mac style clean. I'm like, damn, you know, this nigga cleaner than anything. And then what was so crazy, bro? He ain't missed no practices, no games, and we lost
No.
all of the games that year in
Yeah.
particular. You know what I'm saying? And so, you know, but that love, bro. He'll sit down, bro, with us, bro, whooping everybody all week long, bro, and to sit down and tell us, bro, you know, he love us, bro, and break down in tears, bro. Coach Nine, and like, damn, bro, Nine, bro, you know why it matter, bro? Because he knew, bro. He looking at all our faces, bro, and he was disappointed in the fact that all our families, dads and stuff, wasn't hands-on with us. Like he was trying to live in the be with his family. And he looked at all of the talent that was around us and all of the people and the potential, man, and understanding long term. Man, these are so many kids, bro, that's gonna fall by the wayside, man, because nobody not standing here to do it. And this is why he tried to take his energy and his money and his efforts to play that part. And I'm telling you, man, I have never found nobody else that care to that magnitude where I felt it. I know they got other people out here. You know what I'm saying? I'm not naive to think that Nine is the only one, but it's genuineness, bro. You know, that's really what agape love is, man. That's what when you love for the right
Yeah.
reasons, for the love of God. You know, everybody love for a different reason. Everybody coach for a different reason. It gave them props. It did this and it did that. You know what I'm saying? Me and Cooley, Joe Cooley, bro, we talked, and that was one of the things that I told him. I said, man, Nine made a big impact on me. He said, me too, bro. And, you know, he went on and he coached and he had success in this, that, and the other at the park. But his inspiration, he said, was seeing Nine, bro. And so that was the first father figure that I ever noticed, man, that made me realize, like, you know, man, if I could do anything in life, this is what I want to be, man. I want to be a real man, bro. You know, that care and love other people the right way.
That's deep, man. That's deep, man. And I can resonate with that, bro, because the same way, you know, Nine, it was an impact on you. You know, that's how Chancellor was with me. You know, you know, Chancellor and Dwayne. You know,
Yeah.
Dwayne spent a lot of time dealing with me. You feel me? Even, you know, after practice, after the park, you know, because I don't know what he saw. I don't know what he seen. I don't know. I can't tell you that. But Dwayne, bro, he used to pop, man. When I say, bro, he had chances to tear my butt up, but before he had actually get to the point of whooping me, he'll, sit down and give me a whole scenario and a talk it, and it'll have a big old effect. You know what I'm saying? But just like any kid coming up from where we come from, man, once you out that mix, you back to your, but it always stuck with me. You know what I'm saying? To this day, it stuck with me. You know what I'm saying? Dwayne, man, Dwayne, hey, he used to give it to me in a rawest way. And he saw what direction, you know, we was being pulled, but he always was that voice of reason. I don't care where I was, and I can hear him say, "Hey," and I know he talking to me. You know what I'm saying? Come here, boy. And I had a respect, and that's
Dwayne
just what it was.
approached
I
and
could
all.
be on the block, huh?
Dwayne had a different approach, bro. I played with Dwayne the next year. We had success with Dwayne, man. Like,
Yeah,
hey, I love Dwayne, bro. You know what I'm saying? He was another example, bro. He used to come out there with Bink and them and all that practice and all of that, bro. Like he showed, bro. That's what I'm saying, bro, about Harvard, bro. Like a lot of people, they get caught up into the gangster side of Harvard, but what they don't realize is the love, bro. You feel me? If you ever come and if you ever get inducted into that set, you end up falling in love with the people that's there, bro, because love is genuine. They really make you feel
right.
like you matter to somebody somewhere, man. You know?
Yeah. Now, I
Yeah.
mean, Joe and them took the Paul to a whole nother level
Whole
with their
nother.
style of coaching, but the Wayne, Nani, Chancellor, Eric, uh, Darryl, Coach Darryl, they built that. The state Paul, Coach Claude,
Coach Clark.
they was the stick, they put that cement foundation together,
That's right.
and Joe them just bounced on that sucker and took it to heights that, well, man, MLK was winning championship after championship, man, and this was the same playground that they shunned, that they didn't, so, man, we could talk about, biological fathers dropped the ball, but we did have some father figures. If each one of them taught us something small or something different, they taught us something, even if we learned and got negative results, we still learned. It's not a loss, it's a lesson. Talked about that, you remember? So I don't look at, and then if you look at it, bro, even to to when Joe and them coach, none of them never lost. Sean Lemon was the only kid that they basically lost. And by that time, we was kind of out the park scene. You know what I'm saying? But for this, them losing kids, but they never lost a kid, man. And that's a blessing from God, man. Now
Right.
they probably losing them now. When we was under their tutelage, man, none of them, no jail, no nothing. And,
Hey, bro.
and people don't look at that, bro. But that's even uh man, what's his name, man? Not Jack, who used to be back there with Jack.
Who you talking about, Mr. Clarence?
Mr. Clarence, you know what I'm saying? He had this weird way to affect you, but he had love. That love, you know what I'm saying? We used to be terrible with that man, but you know what I'm saying? But
Nigga
he
gave us the
always had love for us,
best
dog.
as you could, bro. Oh, Kurt, hey man, Mr. Kurt London too, your cousin, nigga.
Oh man,
He was
that
another
that's
OG, bro.
he
That
on he on that level with Chancellor and Manny. You feel
right,
me?
right,
That he run along with Chancellor and Manny them, man.
right.
Them
And his son,
men.
man, he another one, Lil Kurt. You feel
Right,
me?
bro. They step outside their own family to deal with the kids in the hood, bro, and they done an excellent job, bro. We can't say they didn't. Everybody make their own choices, bro. I don't put, man, every choice I made it because that's the choice I want to make. I can't put my troubles on nobody, man. But I know one thing. I learned a lot from them men, man. And it just wasn't one or two of them, but it was generations of men coming in, man. When Kurt and Chancellor couldn't do it no more, that's when Eric and Darryl took on. You know what I'm saying? So, man, that's generations of love, bro. And them men stepped outside their own families to come back there and deal with the hood kids. You feel me? and they done a good job, bro, and they took care of us, bro. So, you know, fatherhood can go deep, and then what we just expect it. You know, we got to see it, you know. And at first when we started this, man, I was like, man, I don't know how this falls. But as we got into it, man, we had some gangster fathers back there, dog. Real
Yes,
talk.
and you know that. Hey, bro, I'm gonna tell you the main thing about all of that, bro. It built camaraderie, bro. Like, man, we built culture, and till this day, bro, everybody that was part of that part of that era, you know, we still got a certain bond amongst us all, man. You feel me? It's a bond, bro. You know, like that went on, and you know that's beyond a gang, and that's like when they be talking about Harvey, and you know you get all different kinds of characters, bro, because you know the park, you know, they had some gangsters and stuff that played, but man, most of them kids was they got beyond that, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They got to the next level, man. You know,
Mm.
if it wasn't no more than going from playing park ball to the next level, which was junior high, and from
That's
junior high
right.
to high school, and couple of us, they went on to college playing sports and stuff, man. But it started, you know, from right then and there, man. You know, like that bond that we built, man, you know, is irreplaceable, man.
Say, bro, and another thing, bro, I could tell you, bro, and this is crazy. It was at one of the Harvey reunions, bro. And on that note you said, bro, how it still is that respect now. But the first time I saw man, not Coach Darryl, but Dwayne in a minute. Him and his wife was there, you know. Man, brought that man to tears. You feel me? Man, he made me cry. You feel me? Because he was just so, you know, it was something to see me now. You know what I'm saying? From what
Right,
I came from, where I came from, and just to see me and understand, man, I was one of them ones that he used to have in the headlock. You feel me? And it
right.
was a blessing. It was a blessing to see him. You know, I don't know how I know how he felt, but man, you know how it was. It's crazy. It's like seeing my Paul. I ain't seen in a long time. You feel me?
Right.
But man, you know, and it made me feel good that I can make him proud. You know what I'm saying? I missed it on the football field. I missed it at school, but later on in life, you know, I hit it. I got it. I got it. And to see him, the look in his eyes, to see him tell me, man, you got it. I'm proud of you, man, was everything, my G. It was. It was, bro. It
That's what
was, man.
I look, bro. That's fire, bro. You feel what I'm saying? Hey, bro, that's what I'm talking about the situation. It's so tender and dear and near to a nigga, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, in the same conversation, bro. Like, man, you know, the people that we respected because they took the time to be fathers, man. You know what I'm saying? It's sad that other people, man, have to be that embellishing role in your life, man, over your own folks that they ain't never took the time to get that close to you, man. And this conversation is about, man, reiterating to those who got kids out there, man. It's important to reinstill value into them kids, bro, because even though you don't think they care, you don't think it mean nothing, it obviously do, man. And just
Yeah,
a little blow of wind, it, bro, put us on the right path, bro. That's what brought you and him to tears, because he know one thing, nigga, if I wouldn't have put you in that headlock, I'd have lost you.
yeah,
But I
yeah.
didn't lose you because I put the work in, and this is why I love you and you love me till this day, man. So yeah, that's a beautiful conversation, bro.
Say, bro, when I uh when I do take the time to sit back and look and understand, man, you know, what God and brought us from and how he worked in our life, bro, and how, you know, my relationship is, you know, with my kids, even my kids that don't live in the same state, you know what I'm saying? But is there, man. I never thought, I guess I never did I never gave it a thought how I would be at this time with my kids. I never thought about that. I never gave it a thought. I never even thought about kids. You feel me? I couldn't even think past go. You feel me? But now that I'm here, I'm so grateful to be, you know, the man I am with my kids, bro. And I see how really important that is, man. And that's what I be want to share with my young brothers, man. You know, you got them babies, man. Make them your center of attention. Make them your man, your dying deed, to see them off on the right track. If it's just being in their life and being there for every waking call, it don't have to be financial, man. That's what I learned. Financial ain't nothing, man. If you there when that baby get up out that bed and walk to the bus stop or take to the school or uh when she eat breakfast or he eat breakfast and you there, man, that's everything, man. That's
Right.
everything. Don't make this about no money. Make this about your being a service, a serving as a father. You know, you can be a servant at everything else, but we have to learn as a people, as black men, to serve our children. You know what I'm saying? And
Right.
and, and if you can, not just serve your children, serve the other children that are less fortunate, than some that may have fathers. You know what I'm saying? If you can overreach, underreach, do it, man. Do it. That's
Right.
why, I, man, Ronald Scott, bro, with Brothers at Peace, man. That say, bro, I take my hats off, bro, because for him to do what he been doing it for a while now. People just catching on. They just understanding. But the brother been putting in work, man, and he taught me a lot, bro. He taught me, man. I'm just saying, I was coaching football and I was doing all that, but when I got with him and we went to chopping it up, man, I got so many tools and nuggets from him and used it on my kids, man. And it was, man, it was nothing but it was love. It was love, man. You got
And
to have a psychic over these kids, man.
shout
You
out to
can't
Mr.
beat
Billy,
them.
man.
Yeah,
Why you saying that? Shout out to Mr. Billy, man.
yeah,
Pops, man, because like he was one of them that exemplified what you talking about, man. The ones who had enough love to go around and under, and that's why it's a blessing to see his son, man, successful at what he is, bro. Because like, man, like just the energy that he put into the community, bro, around us, man. I felt that. You know what I'm saying? And,
yes,
I, and,
sir.
and look, I love his dad and I love him, bro. You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
I don't know him as much as I know his dad, but I know his dad was the number one priority in his dad's life, man. And that's why he was out there mingling amongst his friends, keeping everything straight and even and good. And hey man, Mr. Billy, shout out, man. One love, man. One double O, brother.
That's
And
right,
little
bro.
Billy.
That's right, bro.
So go ahead, man. I
Awesome,
ain't
bro.
gonna brush you up, bro,
But
like that.
no, no, no. That was facts, bro. That was facts, But man, I learned a lot from the brother, bro. And, still learning. That's my man. That's my partner in crime. You feel me? But that let me know, right? It ain't no limit to learning. It ain't no limit to who you can learn from or what you can be taught. That's why I told you, remember, I always tell you, man, I break myself down every morning and start over. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I try to revitalize myself every day. You know what I'm saying? Especially with the small things, because the small things is what's most important. Because the small things turn into big things. You feel me? Mindset, man. It's the mindset. And if we can wrestle down that mindset and not just try to bully the mind, become one with your know who you are, understand your total, understand where you can go, where you can't go, understand what you can do, what you can't do, what you can learn, what you can learn. We can't get everything right. You know what I'm saying? We got to be all right with that. You know what I'm saying? I'm cool with that. I'm cool with not being able to do everything. That's why you there. What I can't do, you can do. Let's go. You
Oh,
feel
bro.
me? You
Right,
got to keep the lane open for the pass, baby.
right, right. Yeah, man. Solid point, brother. Solid point.
Yeah, man. But this dope, bro. I mean, I can't. I didn't, man. I didn't even know what this father thing was gonna go. You know what I'm saying? But I appreciate this, bro, because it
Hey,
it it,
man,
it,
it
it
can't
it
go.
done a lot.
It can't go, but in a good place, man, because
Right.
it's the pure point of what the positive thing is about, man. That's where the pain started, and so what we come here to do, we talking about pushing past the pain. You feel me? And so, like, if you don't identify with the problem, you can't really know what the solution is.
Uh,
And
I agree, bro. I
that's just
agree.
that.
That's it.
That's just that. I ain't got to talk all educated and shit. It ain't about all that, man. I just, you know, I keep in mind that I'm not just talking to you. And so I try to make it plain as I can make it, brother. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
You know I love you, bro. You know what I'm
oh
saying,
man.
man?
I thought I made
It
it.
wouldn't
I
be
was like,
right,
you were
bro.
about to go through a whole segment without even
Yeah,
popping
yeah,
off it,
yeah.
yeah.
No, bro, you know, it wouldn't be right, bro. You know what I'm
It's
saying?
all love, man. It's all love, man. And again, bro, this for the the fathers, man. Our fathers, you know what I'm saying? Black, white, green, yellow, red, man. Is fatherhood is harder than any hood I ever been in. Straight up. Fatherhood was, man, look, fatherhood taught me so much, and I'm still learning, man. Nigga, I don't got all the answers, man, but I ain't scared to fail. I'm not scared to drop the ball. I'm not. I'm not. I used
Hey,
to be, but
man,
I'm not, man, because I'm only human.
let me
But
say
the
this too.
fatherhood, man, is dope. Go ahead, brother. Talk to me
It
now.
ain't never too late, bro. You know what I'm saying? A lot of niggas feel like, man, you know, if they wasn't there from the beginning, it might be too far gone. Man, it ain't never too late, bro. It's always on time, man, because whenever you go back, you're going to find waiting arms for you, man. You're going to find a receptive spirit in them kids, man, because they know they need you, bro. You know you need them, but you don't realize it, man, because we didn't grow up like that, man. And so you felt like I did it and I'm all right and they could do it and they're gonna be all right, man. But we living in a different time now, man, where you know tutelage and guidance is everything, man. That's why these white people, man, in terms of the police and the everybody, bro, they have so many open shots in the black community, bro.
Right.
There ain't no leadership, man.
Hmm.
No leadership, man. You know, if a nigga was busy, if a brother was busy fathering and the child was busy sonning and daughtering, man, there's no room for no error.
Yeah, man. The police have a boring job, man.
Right.
You know,
You
and
can't
only we can
still
fix that.
you can't
Right.
still you can't still being a daddy, bro.
No.
You can't sell enough drugs, man, to make your contingency in that life continue on, man. And so it's like, man, it give you the insight to know I need a big and a better plan, man. And you know that
Right.
love that you generate from that one-on-one, you know, from loving yourself, man. When you look in your little one eyes, man, you realize how lost they are without you, but how on they are with you. You want to be that to them, man. You know.
Say, bro, and it's the thing right here. I used to beat myself up and be like, man, how could we, what we can do different? And I prayed. I'm like, I know I don't have all the answers, so I'm going to God. I'm trying to, man, what we can do? Man, lead by example and always look at the man in the mirror. You feel me? And fix him, get him right.
Right.
And God said everything else gonna fall in place. You just make sure you keep your post swept off good. You keep your house clean. You focus on what you're doing, and you keep your guns tucked and keep your guns put up. And you focus on that man in the mirror and lead by example. Cause it ain't about what you do when everybody looking. It's about what you do when nobody not looking. When you're by yourself. You
Right.
feel me? Everybody can praise God when things going wrong. But what about praising God when nothing ain't right? When all the chips is down? And that's what I've been, that's been my struggle, because of, my little situations. But I've been finding strength. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I know where the strength coming from God. It ain't me. Because I have none. You feel me? I'm only strong through him. So I don't be, I understand it a little bit more now. So I'm starting to release. You feel me? So, and I just be more pass that on and share it, man. Nigga ain't perfect. I ain't walking around hitting it. Look, I ain't no biblical scholar. I'm
Right.
not. You want to know how it worked for me? This is what I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? But I'm still human. I got human problems. I got human emotions. I deal with hurt. I deal with pain. Everything, man. But I just know who to hold on to when I'm going through those things. Now, at first I didn't, so it came out through my actions. But now I know I have an outlet, and it's called God through Jesus Christ. I allow that to work for me. I don't try to front and be like, oh, I'm that dude. This man, no, man, no, man. It don't work like that. And anybody
Right.
think it work like that? Oh, you gonna see. If you want to go that route, oh, you gonna see.
Bro. Yeah, man.
Another thing,
Go
this
ahead.
this the last thing I'm gonna say. Learn from other people's mistakes, man. Don't try to don't think you need to learn something on your own and you got to go through it. Learn from the mistakes. If I know that when I was younger, it it'll be different. But it wasn't for me to know. But now I know. So that's what I tell people, man. Learn from others' mistakes. Learn from your cousins. Learn from your partners. Learn from them. Take it, use it. Don't go do it if you saw them blow up. If you saw him die, why you gonna go down that street?
Right. You know the most important thing, bro, in this conversation that I'm taking out of it, bro, is like the fatherhood thing, bro, is a prestigious thing, but at the same time, bro, it takes the love of Jesus when you're in that position of authority. You got to know how to love, man. And I think we know a lot of stuff and we learned a lot of stuff, but I ain't gonna say we didn't or we all don't know, but there's very few of us that understand how to love. And because you never been loved, you don't know how to love. And I think that's the thing that we withhold, man. And I think we just gotta trust God in the terms of how to love and let God lead us. Jesus, the ways of Jesus, man. You know, a lot of people say, man, when you say Jesus, oh man, when you say Jesus, I tune out. But look, man, I'm gonna say this. It's a lot of religions and there's a lot of things that you could do, bro, but only Jesus teach the cultivation of love. You know, everything else is a little hate that they showing. They
Yeah,
teach you how to
anger or
discipline,
something like that,
anger and
man.
discipline and all, man. The only person you can learn how to love from ever. And so that's why whether he was real or whether he was hypotheses, whatever they want to say, you show me how to love. You show me
Yeah,
what you read that show you how to love your woman, show you how to love your kids, or how to be loved and receive love, give love, man. You know, so that's the thing right there. As a father, bro, you know, if you're gonna be in that
like
position,
that,
bring the love, bro. You know what I'm saying?
like that, man. On
All
that
right, man.
note,
On
on
that
that
note,
note,
all
on
right.
that note, man,
Thank
Mindset Therapy Real Talk Podcast. Don't forget,
wow.
beat the game. 12 12 steps developing a positive mindset, man. Y'all go get the book, man. Hit me, inbox me. You know, I got a lot of copies. I just got a shipment in. Man, look, beating the game.
Beating the game.
12 steps to developing a positive mindset, man. You need that book, man. Use it like the Bible, man. It's not the Bible, but use it like that, man. Dig
That's what's
into it.
up. That's
Man, the
what's up, man.
next tax business firm. Come on, man.
That's
Double O.
what's up, man.
Music, baby. Let's go.
Yeah, man. You know,
Love
you got
y'all, man.
be
Thank
on the
everybody for tuning in,
certified
man.
music movement, man. You know what I'm saying? Ron Gray official. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing changed, man. You know, I'm still at it, but man, you know that's what this whole campaign is about, man. Bringing acknowledgement and recognition to our missions that we on a daily basis, man, and we putting something together that's gonna be kosher for the culture, man. We love y'all. You know what
Hey,
I'm saying?
hold up. Let's give a few shout outs. All right, Apache. I see you, baby, no doubt. You know, it's hey, Miss Rooney, how you doing? Uh, thank y'all for support, man. Donald Jackson, what's up, homeboy? Man, thank you for supporting Elliot Dixon, always on tip. You heard me? You
Cause
already know what it is. Uh, man, man, you know, just thank y'all for support, man. We just, you know, just trying to keep a little positive energy, you know, out there, you know, coming from us, you know, just coming from, you know, from us
yeah,
to
man,
y'all, you know, in the hood. You know, we ain't in Harvard, but we is Harvard. You feel me?
no doubt.
So, love y'all, man. Y'all keep it positive, man. See y'all Friday. Peace.
Uh